before we started rolling, he said, "Hey, Logan, I just want you to know, I walked in here during the party yesterday in the garage, this room, by the way, off limits, and David Dobrik and Corinna were sitting on the set."
Hold on a second. I was focusing on my arm. What did you just say?
You guys look like idiots.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. He's drinking a beer. You have sunglasses on.
Can't be a beer.
Can't be a beer because YouTube will demonetize
That's
us.
apple juice?
Yeah.
It's apple
Say
juice.
it's smart. Yeah.
Welcome back to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. How you guys doing, huh? That's good. Thanks for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I'm gonna be honest. Don't subscribe, dude. I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to.
No, at this point, if you're not subscribed now,
Rose, can you inject this IV in my arm,
dude.
guys?
Don't do it.
This podcast will by far be the worst, least productive podcast you'll ever see. There's gonna be absolutely no value add to your life today. We just had a party yesterday. It's called Logan's Luau. You may have seen it on social media. And as you can see here, my lovely friend Rose is sticking a needle in my arm. Squeeze my fist.
You won't be seeing that though, unfortunately, because YouTube won't let us show it. But
oh my God. Rose. Oh my God.
Rose, you broke it off in his arm.
Yeah,
not bad. Not bad. But yeah, dude, we're all struggling today, me included. I am not present. I'm not conscious, but Dylan, my producer, forced me to come
That's
and
not
make
me.
an
You
episode
pointed at
today.
me.
With what?
I'm not Dylan.
You're not?
producer. Nope.
Who are you?
No. I'm Mike. Your friend Mike.
Do you remember being at the party?
From what I understand, I didn't go to that party. I didn't actually go to the party.
So you were actually there. We saw you there.
Yeah, you were there.
I've not yet seen any
hate to break
reason to believe anything that you guys are saying.
It's funny you say that because I actually do have video of you at the party. Well, you're not in this specific video, but
Rose, maybe you could sweep around so I could get a view on this this video.
This is our friend Riley Reed. As you can see right there.
I'm going to put the headphones on for this because this is interesting. I do not.
Well, this happened at some point in the party. And by the way, I cut the video short because it was a little too explicit, but that's you actually
no, that's not
pouring
me.
that
That's
bottle.
just a set of hands.
Well, it is actually you pouring that bottle.
You can tell by the flat feet.
I've got no reason to believe. I mean, you say the video was longer, but
no, well, because I cut out the part where you stuck your fingers down her mouth and she regurgitated the vodka that you just poured in her throat because it seemed not appropriate for YouTube or our
Well, I mean,
our
at the end of the
audience.
day, in all honesty, like, fuck, dude, nothing we're doing today is appropriate. So you probably should have just shown it. I'll show it at some point. Maybe at some point.
No,
maybe.
well, I have another video here of you being a degenerate, Mike, if you
Let me see.
are interested in seeing it. And it's weird because as a 34-year-old, you would expect you to be the most responsible, but man, this one's bad.
Who's that?
So it looks like you just pushed a kid to the ground and you're looking for food, but you can't find it. So you're throwing everything and you're pushing everything.
He's just gone at this
And
point.
now people are following
are
your
starting
lead.
to throw shit too.
Look at the bliss though. Right
Look
at
at
the
that.
end.
So by the way, just to refresh your memory, this is right before the 16-year-old who is twice as young as you.
Twice as young.
He walked you up to your room
Is that right?
and put you in timeout, and you went to sleep
I
at,
fell
at
asleep.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
So you're the
First
only.
of all, I do
Are you
wanna-
the only person that got forcibly removed?
I got forcibly removed
the
from
party?
technically from like our party. And I also do want to say this. I mentioned it earlier in the podcast, but I do want to go as far as to say this one more time. That's not me. That's not me.
100%.
That is not
saying
me.
that's not
I
you.
was not at the party.
Okay.
That's not me.
Okay.
And I can tell you, I do want to touch quickly and apologies. I know you've got more stories. A couple apologies. First of all, to the Nelk boys. I heard there's some waterboarding that went on.
Mike
with the Nelk boys.
waterboarded the Nelk boys with tequila.
Apologies to you, Mr. Forgard, Kyle, and Jesse, and Jesse's father as well. I apologize.
They weren't too happy, huh?
Let me explain.
Are they still upset?
No, I've talked to him multiple times this morning, but let me just tell you a couple quickly, okay, how this happened. I was running the party, like the list and all this shit. Logan just makes things harder, dude. Like I tell him no more spending money.
Kind of my thing.
He wants fucking sharks, mechanical sharks, ice cream stations. The kid was just spending money. I'm trying to cap this budget. Then every person that texts him, he's like, you got to add him to the list. I'm like, bro, we capped the list at 250. It's now at 450. And you just keep adding people. So I was doing all that shit, forgot to eat. Didn't eat anything at all. And then I just started pouring tequila down my gullet. Problem number 2, quickly, is I usually try to not party too hard so that I can have sex at some point because I don't want real bad whiskey dick or, by the way, to just not even be coherent when I try to have sex. I had sex within 5 minutes of the party starting, literally. And so as soon as I was done with that, it was fucking go time, bro. I had nothing left to save myself for. And so all of my responsibilities were out the window and the list was falling apart.
I think I don't know if you're invited to the next one, even if it's here. You know? I'll make you leave the house.
Yeah, you could plan it. You could throw it, but you just might not be invited.
Evan was asked to jump off the balcony. There was a jump chant for Evan.
I witnessed that.
Everyone's like, jump. Evan's like, what the fuck? I'm not jumping on the concrete. I think Bradley Martin was going to catch him.
Yeah, he was.
I'm reading these notes here. Logan was nowhere to be seen for 3 hours. I don't remember that. And Spencer was holding lectures on the benefits of limiting carbon emissions. Were you doing that?
I might have.
Seems like some of you and Angel, your sober vegan like relationship, man. I was so envious of you guys.
Yeah, we just kind of chilled. We were like bouncing in and out of the party, but mainly in my room.
Must be
I
nice.
saw you guys in the kitchen a lot too.
Yeah.
It was overall a success, dude.
It was.
The house was, by the way, a fucking disgusting mess.
Hold on, she's about to stick it in. Are
you upset with the wooden floor at all? Like, is that kind of gone?
It's disgusting.
At this point?
And it's like it's nice reclaimed wood. So and it's permanently just ruined. I came downstairs this morning and looked over the railing, and the maids had just arrived. It was 8 a.m.
Oh,
and the one, she's kind of cute. And she's like the young one. She looks at me, and I just see the despair in her eyes, knowing that she has probably about 7 to 8 hours worth of work to do with her crew. She looked at me like this. She was like,
"Oh no,
she's got to stick me again, boys. She's going for round 2.
Why?
We had some sort of problem. My vein collapsed or something like that from alcohol poisoning or some shit. Fuck me up, nurse."
This is we're not good examples. Please don't follow our lead.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that too. First of all, what you've just seen never happens to me. Okay, first and foremost. 2,
I can assure you that's a lie.
But really, it rarely. No, that's not true. Not at that level. Rarely happens. 2, don't be a fucking idiot and do what I fucking do. That's stupid. But awesome. Fuck.
Hey, Andre told me something that was pretty interesting before we started rolling the cameras. Man, this is so weird. I'm not used to having this like little energy. I told you this is the worst podcast ever, bro. Should we even post this?
Yes,
you guys literally have fluids in your arm.
It's not going to be. This is going to be an awesome podcast.
Look,
People like
Andre,
the boys.
Yeah. Maybe we should just talk about some really relevant stuff.
All right, let's do that eventually. But Andre told me that before we started rolling, he said, "Hey, Logan, I just want you to know, I walked in here during the party yesterday in the garage, this room, by the way, off limits, and David Dobrik and Corinna were sitting on the set."
Hold on a second. I was focusing on my arm. What did you just say to me?
David Dobrik and Corinna were sitting on the set. And so I'm first question, I'm like, okay, maybe they were talking casually. I said, "Andre, were they filming?" He's like, "I think they were."
But this can't be good.
So I'm just, because I was wondering, like, no offense, Corinna, I was like, I'm surprised she came.
At all.
Yeah, like, I'm surprised
that's
she
a bold move.
showed up. Very bold.
Very bold move.
It was funny.
Was she in and out, or did she stay?
No. They were here for 45 minutes, bro. It seemed like a very clear, like, mission or something they had to accomplish. And I thought that before they.
Oh, that one.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Fucking hurts
for 1
bad,
second?
dude. Charlie bit my finger.
I thought that before I heard about them being on the.
It's just sticking out of the top of my fucking arm, Nurse Rose.
Yours is in like
I think she's pissed off because I was talking about getting blowjobs before the fucking podcast, and she's like, "This moron."
She's sounding
shit Christian. You're fucking great. No, you're doing great. All right, really quickly on the Dobrik thing. Here's some fucking tea for you YouTube viewers. I was within 5 feet yesterday. No, fuck that. I was standing with them. I don't even know why I said 5 feet of a conversation between FaZe Banks and Corinna. Imagine how fucking crazy that conversation was.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Corinna, aka Tifu's current girlfriend.
Was it heated?
How did it go? No, not at all. Not at all.
They were pretty chill.
Banks actually said that he wished Tifu was here so that I think he said so he could hug him. Like Banks is upset about the whole thing. Like not like upset like yo, you threw me under the bus, that kind of shit. But like upset, like, yo, you were/are a good friend of mine. Like he's hurt. He's hurt.
Is that still going on? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, he said the lawsuit's still popping. Like it's happening, dude. But watching Corinne, I was like, yo, and Dobrik was right there. I'm like, I'm in such a crazy spot. I wanted to like drop a break the internet type selfie, but I was like, let's just let these people have their moment.
Anyways, back to Dobrik and Corinna being on the set.
Oh yeah, man, whatever. Fuck.
I'm just nervous, dude. I feel like I'm gonna be like the butt of a vlog joke.
Also,
I don't want that smoke, dude.
I also met Jeff. At Jeff.
Oh yeah,
He came over too.
Jeff Wittek.
Yeah. Is he older? A little bit older?
Yeah.
Is he closer to my age? Me
Yeah.
and him clicked, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, you got
y'all came from a very similar background as well.
He's from the East Coast?
No drugs.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think he sold them, bro.
He's from drugs.
I think he's from drugs. I think he sold them. I think he sold drugs.
So we're from a really
Oh my
so we're from a really
God. Oh, I can smell it.
I think I might
Ah,
So we're from a really
it's like
similar background.
it's like barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce and like
eggs and like
1942.
sausage. It was like yeah,
it's like
mostly
it's just
42.
yeah.
I pity any girl who hooks up with Mike, dude. Like,
Why would you say that?
I pity
I'm a
them.
passionate lover.
You burp in their face.
No, I didn't do it on the face. I would do it on the
Bro,
I
when
would
Mike
never do it.
when Mike sits down, he eats. Like I'll be enjoying a nice meal 8 p.m. after a workout. Mike will sit down. He goes.
This is true. I'm not
Watching Mike eat
Yeah.
is like
It's like a caveman.
yeah.
I won't even
It's like somebody's trying to take his food from his plate and he's got to get it down as quick as possible.
I won't argue with this at all.
Like doesn't
I can't argue
make
this.
eye contact. It's just
Bro, he
he's got to
sounds
get
like a
it done.
fucking feral wolf.
Yeah.
Does anybody else eat like that out there? I just love food and I get so excited. I think I'm like Broly. Like
Yeah,
you
but Mike-
probably
yeah,
got to
but Mike,
give me
you're-
like a maze
Mike,
like Broly gets so I can't like fork it as fast.
we give our dog Broly a maze bowl, so he has to
Stick
find his
tongue.
food and take forever to eat it because otherwise he gets hiccups because he eats too
Do you think you
fast.
could just start feeding me in that bowl?
Yes. The answer to this is absolutely.
My mom has told me since I was a little baby boy, dude. She's like, it's literally exactly what you said. I feel bad for any girl that goes on a date with you because you just are disgusting.
Oh,
to
she's
me.
on the same page?
Exact same.
Oh
Do you
my
have an
God.
off I won't
Switch?
even try to argue this at all. Like it's completely true.
Do you have an off switch though for like dates?
Like surely you shoot with your mouth closed.
The thing is I'll expose myself for something else too that you called me out on. I think I've been doing it for so long, similarly to not always remembering to shake my dick. Remember you yelled at me on that one after I pee? And so like, yes, am I a caveman? Yeah. But am I a caveman by choice or caveman by like practice? Do you know what I'm saying? Now I don't think about it. So when I'm eating like that,
That's it, dude. That's exactly
The only thing that
I don't think about it, bro. To me, I'm just eating, bro. And I'm like, wow, this food's really good.
you know, like the typical like evolution of man,
Yeah.
where like it just kind of like goes, you know, from like a person crawling up to a man. You just kind of stopped at the caveman stage and just added Yeezys. You just got and you went from the caveman to a caveman with white Yeezys.
So really,
he's this one with the spear.
with
Maybe
not
even
with
the guy with the
Yeezys.
club.
Here's
The
the
ape with the
club.
club.
Here's why-
with the Yeezys.
here's why I'll even go. Wait, somebody out there, please make a picture of me as the caveman with Yeezys on. I'll even go one back
That was
too.
funny as fuck.
Because when I had my splenectomy when I was 16, I walked with a hunch. And I still do. If you notice, I have poor
Literally you,
posture.
bro.
Like, look at me right now. I'm hunched over. So, like, technically, I'm probably just the second gorilla.
Overall, though, I think the party was a success.
Not on a budget, from a budget.
Not from a budget standpoint, because we had no reason to throw the party. We had no sponsor.
Yeah.
No reason, no sponsor.
I was trying to
no
stay
problems.
open-minded during the whole process. I was like, where's the value in it? You know, like I was trying to stay open-minded.
Did you find any?
No, he didn't.
I haven't
He
yet.
barely even went to the party. He watched most of the party from the inside with Angel
Yep.
through the windows.
watching.
Like
It's so
not
much
even
fun.
people watching.
It's
It's
so much
more
fun.
for you. It's more like being at a zoo. Like you were
Yeah, it
looking at
was.
us and you're like, look
It
at that
was.
stupid one falling all over the place.
It really was
Look
like
at
honestly.
about me. You're like, oh, look at the dumb one, dude. He's so
Look
stupid.
at
He
the
can't even
idiot with
fucking
the bottle running
he can't even
around
walk.
spraying people.
Why is he sticking his finger down that girl's
Mike,
throat?
Mike,
It's actually so accurate.
Andre
We
has
really
a
did that.
drone shot of Mike chasing me around the party, trying to pour vodka on me, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I snapped on you because you poured it on
did?
you poured it down my throat and on my face.
I saw it.
You're that guy. But
I was that guy. I made a story too about it today. I was that guy at the party yesterday. It was so fucking. I'm like, people are laughing at it, like laughing at me, like use me as a pole to laugh at. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I didn't, 1, punch anyone's dad, 2, like barf on anyone, 3, like do something else stupid.
Mike goes, are people saying things about me? Are they saying mean things? And I was like, I don't think. Like, the good news is you have no more respect to lose. Like, you can't go lower than where you already are. Like,
not
you
true,
didn't surprise anyone with your actions. No one was like, man, Mike was being an extra moron today. They're like, yeah, that's Mike.
I got a text from this girl, if I could find it. Oh man, I got a lot of texts. Funniest. Oh, she said funniest shit I've seen in a while, and then she said, you were wild and you like grabbed my face and I was like, Mike, I'm eating chicken, and you just said nothing, smashed your lips into my face. And I go, damn it. Well, at least you know I love you. And she goes, I was kind of into it. You were being a crazy person. I was like, okay. So I guess
maybe it worked.
For the most part, things were good. Bradley Martin was laughing. What other guests were here? We had some other large.
We did. We had some big people. Bella Thorne came. Victoria Justice was here. A lot of YouTubers. Banks came. Did Rice come? I don't think he did.
Didn't see Rice. Probably Rice doesn't really go out without Abby, and Abby's in Louisiana, so he might not come.
Oh yeah,
Cerny,
Amanda
Peaks.
and King Batch was it? Fuck.
It was also about 100 degrees.
It was so hot, yo. I
It was
learned
in the 90s.
I learned the intricacies of throwing a party, like where groups congregate. And for ours, it was so hot in the sand. So we shipped 50,000 pounds of sand to our backyard, as you guys know. It was so hot, no one stood there. The luau party just became like a regular day party in LA. Everyone was inside the house, and so it sort of discouraged me too, because we have a pool and like 3 people were in it. And Shasta, you were one of them.
Want to know why?
And shouts to you also because you're a porn star. Because the only people that were in the pool were the porn stars. So.
Wait, what?
Yes.
No, I don't think the porn stars.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Shasta, you were in the pool, weren't you? You're not a porn star. Okay, fair enough.
Not even close.
Fair enough.
Not even remotely close.
Exact opposite.
I know why. Because people in LA love their shoes. They love their shoes. So everybody's showing up to a day party with $1,000 shoes, $500 shoes, whatever.
Yeah.
They're not going to take them off, and they're definitely not going to leave them without their, supervision.
Also, dude, I had a lot of dudes come up to me and
Sad.
They had comments about how many pounds of makeup were at the party. Like, man, some of these girls.
Oh yeah.
Some of these girls were cake.
I had some.
Never seen
Really?
anything like it. Yeah, all in one spot. Like,
was.
and they can't think about it. They can't jump in the pool because their face will
Right.
fall off.
They'll have no head left. One girl came up to me and said, I'd like to take you out to eat this week. I'll pay. Bye. And I'll tell you who later. And she was like, my family has a lot of money.
Oh,
And I was like, I don't
Interesting.
know. Like, this is kind of interesting. And she's got a big butt too, dude. She's hot. So maybe I'll do that. But I don't even think I would let a girl. Would you guys let a girl buy you dinner ever for any?
never, ever.
I couldn't never
Actually,
do it.
no. You know what? You know what? No, I would.
Yeah.
But
Not the first, I think it's like the first 5 dates I go on, I would never let a girl buy shit.
no, I remember one of my girlfriends bought me dinner a couple times, and it was like really, really attractive.
Like
and
refreshing.
Yeah, it was
Like a
it was awesome.
powerful.
Yeah, well, it was just like, it reminded me, I mean, I knew this, but it's just a little reminder that you're with like an independent girl. And that's important to me. So
What if she tried to take you home after and bang you with a strap on? Like, where does it stop in terms of like power plays? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what if she's she comes out, opens the door for you when you leave the restaurant?
yeah, it's tough.
Like, where does it stop
Yeah.
exactly? Like, where does it go from like a cool
Yeah.
girl to like dominant?
Like, I got to get out of here.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, so that girl hit on you?
Which one? The strap-on girl?
No,
What just happened? Sorry.
the girl that asked you to dinner.
Yeah.
I hit on a couple girls yesterday. Except
Yeah, how'd that
when
go?
I get there's like a certain like area of intoxication where my ability to hit on girls is zero.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
absolutely zero. Like I went up to one girl and she's like, "Hi," and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Oh my god, like this is a fun party." I was like, "I like the way you look." She's like, "What?" I was like, "You look nice." And she's like, "Okay." And so I just say weird things like that. I had another interaction with a girl. She's like, "Hey, what's your name?" I was like, I don't know, Logan. She's like, there's just like an awkward pause.
It's good that you didn't know.
No, I was like, I don't know, Logan. And we were just kind of like looking at each other like this. And she's like, don't you want to know my name? And in my head, I was like, nah, I don't really give a fuck about your name. Or like, whatever. So obviously I said yes. So I was like, yeah, dude. And she's like, okay, hi, my name is Mel. It's like, oh, that's tight.
I hate those conversations.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
That's
You're
tight.
like, where do we go from here, Mel?
Yeah.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Within 10 minutes.
Shut up.
Andre saw.
Oh no.
Someone
came in.
started pitching me, bro. Within 10 minutes of the party.
Wait a second. I saw it. Was it the same girl that gave you the book?
No.
Oh, okay.
no.
How many apps?
It was
did you
just
get
it was
pitched?
one.
Just one.
She came up to me. She's like, "Hey, I know it's like your party, and it's your house, and it's a party. It's a party, but like, I want to let you know about this like super cool cannabis company that I'm." And I go, "Stop! You're not pitching me now. There's no way you're actually doing this right now." She's like, "No, I'm not pitching you. It's a party, but this app that I have is like a cannabis thing." I'm like, "Stop, lady! Stop,
lady! I will
Stop
throw
it.
you. There is one way to get kicked out of this party, and that's pitching apps.
Don't
you do
pitch me
anything
your
else."
app. We were gonna hang the sign outside before everyone walked in that says, "Don't pitch me your app." We just never got around to it.
We should have. Literally any other thing that happened at the party would be just fine except for that. And I'm the shining example of that. I didn't get removed because I'd broken the rules. I just have this nice 16-year-old kid who was like, yo, it's in your best interest.
Shout out Gage. Shout out Gage. That's the kid that saved Mike's
Thank
life.
you. Show him real quick. Give him some screen time. There it is. Let's go, dude.
Just hit the whoa, dude.
That kid came in here yesterday and he was like, yo, you're like my idol. And like, I'm like, yo, this is bad. Like, I'm starting to have an effect on fucking people, bro.
I want to.
That's scary.
This is a very social episode, and so there's like social etiquette and social rules. So I want to ask you a question, Mike.
Yeah.
Maybe this could help some of our young, strapping young female or male viewers, and the females too. Okay, so when you're at a party and there's multiple girls that you've been with, okay, at the same party, all the same vicinity, proximity's tight. How do you handle it? Is there some sort of mutual understanding that maybe they've slept with a decent amount of dudes at the same party? Like, what's that like for you, and how do you juggle that?
I was thinking about it this morning, and that was yesterday, by the way. For me, I'll speak for myself.
Yes.
There's no juggling because someone asked if it's an unspoken rule. It's just unspoken. No one says anything. Everyone, like, it's almost like the people act like, almost like it never happened. But like I knew yesterday that at any point I could just grab a hand and walk away and go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Which I did early in the party. And then you go back outside and you kind of make believe it didn't happen. And then this is crazy, by the way, because then that girl goes and you see her grinding on other dudes 20 minutes after you have
so interesting.
Had sex with her.
So interesting.
It's this scene. It's LA kind of, but this scene and like the Hollywood scene is that on steroids. Like everybody's fucking, except for Spencer, of course. He's just looking at all of it.
You're just looking at people.
He's like this. Look at those idiots over there.
I'm not
fucking those girls. He's fucking a lot. Don't get me wrong. He's probably fucking more than me. But he's
like, but I'm not
girl.
looking at other people.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Okay.
And let me double say that.
You're a pussy, Spencer.
He does not look at any
look at people.
other
that you
girls.
look at people.
No, I look at people, but not people that are
girls
hooking up.
You don't watch people hook up?
I prefer not to.
You didn't watch me in my room yesterday?
It's just not one of my things.
Someone making out behind a bush, you don't check it out for 1 second. You're just like, oh, there's a bush.
Okay, I'll maybe peek at it.
Because yesterday,
see what's going on, make sure it's all right.
My door was open. I didn't close my door at all.
Really?
And so
Mike,
I said to myself,
I've told Mike this, but clip this. The moment he gets like exposed or like thrown under the bus and Mike's like career is over, that like I'm not gonna be the homie who's like, nah, that's my
wait,
fan.
hold
I
on a
got his
second.
back. I'm like, see ya.
What about that? What about that is wrong?
Huh?
What about hooking up is wrong?
Your door was open, Mike. At a party with 350 people.
So what's the rule that's broken?
Just
my
shut the door.
fucking no, I
Just
get it,
shut
like
the door.
etiquette wise, but I'm asking like what about his career ending?
I'm curious.
Because to be honest with you,
no. It's
I
just
think
like,
it gives me a launch on Pornhub.
No. Actually, yes.
People are
Please
saying
go.
it.
Wow.
People are saying it. They're like, yo, we're watching this video of you would. By the way, there's another one I'll send you too.
If you do that though, it's like I could never.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know if I could ever look you in the eyes again.
Well, you don't look at people, as you just discussed.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't look at anyone.
You're right. I can't.
Nah, but I feel like that would be a good home for you, man. Pornhub.
Hold on,
That'd be a real good home.
It would. I mean, you would actually be able to
Problem is
monetize your lifestyle.
And his dick.
Right.
Think about
which
it.
is
The one thing
which
he
is
loves
95% of his
most in
lifestyle.
life. Yeah, exactly.
I'll be quite honest with you. I don't have the stamina for it anymore. I just don't.
So
dude.
would you say you ain't got the stamina? You're lacking the stamina.
Are you
Like
in a cabana?
I'll be straight up. Like I can't fuck.
I'm in a
for
cabana.
4 hours.
Are you driving the Porsche over the
You ain't got the
floorboards?
stamina.
when
You're lacking
board
the
torn?
stamina. Pour some water on. Driving the
Napkins.
the floorboards.
Eating at baskins.
napkins?
You're using hella napkins.
Using too many napkins.
Hey, Crystalia, when you coming on the show, dude?
What else?
But
we
for
got?
real, what's it going to take for that moment for Mike? I feel like he's already charted it into
Yeah,
some
like what do I? What
dangerous
what pushes?
territory.
That's the thing. Like you always say, bro. You can only ruin a brand that could be ruined. Like I am ruined. My brand.
I don't know
is
if you.
being ruined.
I don't know if you actually saw, but recently the views are up, man.
Views are up, dude. Views are up.
Views are up.
Thank you very much. I've been here 6 months. It took me 6 fucking months, but I told you I'd get it there.
Hey, I think the drug consumption at this party was low.
Very low.
It was low, right? We had a solid group of people
Yeah.
just trying to have some fun with their shaved ice.
Mhm. That's good.
That's because all the cokeheads were still sleeping
Yeah.
from the night before.
That's why day parties kind of just weed out the
Yeah.
really intense folk.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because they're all still in their layers. They got the curtains drawn and they're just fucking vampiring out, dude.
If you get a girl's number right at the beginning of your social event, right at the beginning of the party, do you have to avoid her for the rest of it?
That's awkward. That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? You know that?
You definitely got to play it low key.
Like you have a number. Like you got what you needed. What are you gonna like talk about politics at
Well,
the
why
party
aren't you
for the rest
trying
of the
to?
time?
Why aren't you trying to hook?
Bro, if you just met a girl like Mike, not every girl's hooking up in the first 10 minutes of meeting him. Not everyone's a superstar and as good looking as you, Mike.
I wish we had like
True.
a womp 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 sound. I don't know.
We
where the
probably did, but
soundboard
where's our
is.
freaking soundboard?
Soundboard's gone.
Soundboard. Also, this is my laptop, which I broke in the last episode because I spilled coffee on
It's
it.
done.
It's done. It's
KO'd.
completely KO'd.
Everything on it lost.
Can you believe it? I fucking hope not, bro. There are some really important things on that laptop. Like, I'll be screwed.
Like
Danny,
what?
Danny,
Like, is your
I need you to get that data recovered. You think it's possible?
Yeah, I need you to set up. Well, I guess I don't have to do that. But yeah.
She says it's possible.
It's
By the
possible.
way, speaking of getting numbers, I haven't been getting. I don't think I've gotten a girl's number in probably 2 years. No,
Really?
no need for it. Just
Hey,
straight
guys.
straight to the DMs.
Really?
Straight to the DMs.
Guys, listen.
Follow.
Wait,
back.
wait. Even when you DM though, you don't exchange numbers.
At some point I
Okay,
do, but
all
I'll hang out in the DMs for weeks. I know you go straight to the phone. I'll hang out in the DMs for weeks. I don't give a shit. I don't need more text messages.
Guys, listen. There's a rule I learned. Little trade secret here. King Batch taught me it.
Oh shit.
So often, sorry, future wife and ex-wife and future girlfriends. Often at parties, depending on the party, if there's a lot of girls there, I'll play the field. I'll keep my eyes roaming and I'll grab a number. Good, lock it in. Next conversation, next girl, grab a number, lock it in. Like I'm just kind of hopping all over the place. I have ADHD when it comes to both people. And by the way, this is for dudes and girls, not necessarily dudes because I'm hitting on them, but dudes like any sort of business interaction that I'm having. Like I'm just collecting, bro. I'm everywhere. I'm meeting everyone. With girls, though, I was always nervous about the girl who just gave me her number seeing me hit on literally the next girl who's 10 feet away from her and getting her number too, right? Like it's just this weird, like sort of clashing that's happening. So Batch, he told me, never take the girl's number. Only give them your number and they put it in their phone. So it looked like right, girl, oh, what's your number? Let's exchange numbers, whatever it is. Kind of look away, girl takes out her phone, you're like, yeah, like, and she's putting it in, right? But you look kind of distracted, not paying attention, and it doesn't appear as if you're swapping a number with someone. And so you can stay healthy.
Hate this whole thing.
Why?
Hate this whole
Why?
thing. 2 things. 1, who the fuck is watching you that hard? What girl is at the party literally deadlocked on you? And by the way, I'm sure it happens. I'm not.
You have no
I know. I don't
idea,
doubt that.
Mike.
And by the way,
It's a dangerous field out there, Mike. It's a landmine for me everywhere. I'm walking on eggshells at my own house.
2,
Mike.
2, this is the bigger no, because you're probably right. And by the way, I'm sure it happens to me too. I just don't care. And I'll tell you why in a second. But number 2 is that will drop your conversion rate by 80%. Men get, maybe not when you're a fucking celebrity with 20 million followers on YouTube, just about, by the way. Congratulations. But for a normal guy, like the ones watching this show, you are getting girls' numbers. Because I'll tell you what, that girl may get your number that night. She may get 5 other numbers that night, and she may forget to text you. But say you're not on your best game that night, you need to be able to follow up. The sales funnel is filled
He's right,
with
actually.
the numbers of the girls you're trying to convert.
Yeah, he's right.
You cannot fill a funnel without information and data. Imagine me trying to be a good marketing person without the information and the data that I need.
Mike's right. You should.
It's impossible.
Most dudes should collect, but I got this advice from King Bash.
He's got clout. He's got clout.
So it works. It works for me. It keeps the landmines not exploding.
Third point. I run my game off landmines. You deal with a different clientele base, a different set of girls. My landmines breed landmines. So when I'm stepping on a landmine, 6 more are exploding around it because they're saying, damn, that kid Mike is a fucking G. He's out here sticking fingers down throats and making out. I want to make out with Mike, and I want him to stick his finger down my throat next. That's how I run.
I can't emphasize how accurate it is when you say we have a different clientele.
Completely
base.
different. Yeah. Completely different.
Just we go after completely different girls, dude.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
All the time.
Well,
yeah.
Well, we have famboozled our way into a couple of the same vaginas.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how that happened if we're running off completely.
Yeah, we're Eskimo bros, but like, bro, that's like you're taking a micro and making it a macro.
Fact.
I'm
That's
saying
true. That's true.
99% of the time, bro.
I would say 94.
Let's go 97.
I'll meet you halfway at 95.5.
Okay.
Fine.
Let's play a game. It's called Worth It or Not Worth It with different stuff we had at the party. Mechanical Shark. $2,500.
Oh yeah, you got the prices too?
2,500. I'd say that was worth it.
Mechanical Shark. Really?
I saw Lil Mosey on it.
Bradley Martin wrote it.
Yep.
It's been on his story.
Yeah, I think it was worth it.
Really?
Katie Bell, Amanda.
Really?
Her girl wrote it.
I would have said not worth it.
I'd say not worth it.
I also would. It just didn't strike a chord for me.
What else would you have put on the
That's the
boxing
thing.
ring?
That's the thing. I'm not
Sumo
sure.
wrestlers.
Because I got to be sold as to why it's not worth it.
Sumo wrestlers.
There's like a game where you could like spin a wheel and water squirt you in the face. I don't fucking know, Spencer.
Sounds
The lays.
Sounds pretty stupid.
$4,000 for real flower lays around the neck. Worth it or not worth it?
100% not worth it. I'll
Did
tell
you
you
say
why.
not worth
I'll
it?
tell you why. Because they were 15 pounds each, and
They were huge. They were thick. Real thick.
Massive.
and they're all dead today.
They're all dead, but I did hear so many people say to me, I have never had a real flower lay on in my life. This is awesome. Like, you guys all like that, right? Because think of the alternative. It would have been some fucking chachi ass leaves. And I mean, when we're already like 60K over budget anyways, like at that point.
I also agree with you, Spencer. Not worth it. And here's why. I took mine off after 20 minutes because I was afraid of getting a giant lay tan line. And as Hawaiian themed as the party was, dude, like, people didn't come to like do Hawaiian stuff, like go in the beach, lay on the sand. Everyone avoided the sand and the pool.
800 degrees.
Yeah, like they didn't do the Hawaiian stuff. I walked in the house at one point and there was 200 people in the house.
Yeah, I think it was disappointing because of the effort we put into putting that sand back there.
Oh yeah, but the sand now is why I like it.
Yeah.
Like having it now and like being able to
Probably
just go back.
super chill.
It's a vibe.
Like, yo, how often can you be like, yo, girl, you want to go to the beach? And she's like, yeah, I want to go to the beach. And you're like, well, I have a beach.
Come over.
Yeah, stop by.
Yeah, it's fire.
Come on by.
Think about that.
The cryo tanks where you spray and it goes.
Hey, really quickly, public service announcement for whatever fuckhead gave us the fucking cryo tanks. They didn't fucking work.
Yeah, they did.
No, they fucking didn't. They didn't shoot far enough. No one gave a fuck. They were horrible.
All right, not worth it. It was not worth it.
How much were those?
1,800. Man, I just realized that was like $8,000 to $10,000 of stuff right there that was just not worth it.
By the way, quick point. All things that you added on. all things that you added on. I simply said, bring food, bring booze. You said, I want a mechanical shark. I want cryo tanks. I want a fucking Zorby ball. If I had let you go to town, this shit would have been $200K, bro. You're a sick.
What is the value of the vlog?
Let's assume
that's the question that we have to ask ourselves.
Good point, Dylan. I'll tell you because I know the numbers. Say it gets 5 million views, we just recoup just enough to pay for the mechanical fucking shark. I don't know what to do about the other $65,000. That's the value of the fucking vlog.
It's horrible. I've had a couple. I thought I was done with this, but I've had a couple investments in my life where absolutely moronic, no reason, no purpose, and every time I do it, I'm like, okay, this is the last time. And yesterday I had another one. And so maybe I can stop just dropping 60, 70K for no reason. 6 bottles.
For yourself and your crew, like re-stirs the pot to like re-engage everybody.
Oh, it was a dope party. Everybody texted me today and they were like, yo, first of all, you're a moron. But secondly, that was a dope party. Like,
Yeah, it was
everybody's
cool.
like,
It was
a
super
fun
cool.
party.
6 bottles of 1942. Absolutely.
That one I will take right on the chin. That was a personal request of mine. Everyone knows that's my favorite drink. I will go so far to say that it was, for me, absolutely not worth it.
Not worth it?
I'll tell you why. I was carrying those bottles around with me all day like they were my children, and it is the sole reason I became a obliterated moron.
You said you had a bottle and a half.
I drank at least 1.5 liters of 1942 yesterday.
I saw Mike in the kitchen.
Disgusting,
I saw Mike in the kitchen drink, like, what's the guy's name? Steve.
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it. He was challenging Steve will do it.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I saw it. I saw
That
it with my
dude
own
chugs
2 eyes.
entire handles of vodka, dude, at one time.
I know.
He was out of his mind at this point, but he was challenging Steve will do it.
I don't know about all that, Mike. The shuttle service. The shuttle service that went from Encino Park, that carried people from Encino Park after the check-in to the house.
I know the answer to this one.
This is the funniest
150% not worth it because the whole street was filled with cars.
Everyone came directly to the house.
Yep.
Even though we told them not to.
I sent out the longest message that said, no one will be allowed in if you drive to this house. No one. We spent $4,000 on shuttle service, 3-minute shuttle. Out of the 350 people that came to this party, 340 of them drove cars to the fucking party. What is good? What is good, dude? Seriously.
Yeah.
The shuttle spot had open parking, right? Shuttle right to the house. But here's why.
You know how many people took the shuttle? I have a number.
How many is it?
I would
Between
guess
30
50.
and 40.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
okay.
So sorry, 320. By the way,
How much did that all cost?
$4K.
Yeah.
By the way, it's because every person's response, because they all texted me, said, obviously, I don't have to ride the shuttle, right?
Yep.
Obviously, I don't have to ride. I'm talking to people and they're like, I'm going to just cruise in my Lambo. I go, no, you're not. You're riding the shuttle just like everybody else saying, by the way, you're riding the shuttle with hot girls. It's going to be a fun shuttle ride. 3 minutes down the street. And then all of a sudden the party's going and I hear, and I come outside. I'm like, yo, Austin McBroom, what's fucking good, dude? He's like, yo, Mike, what's good? Where can I park my Lambo? I'm like, bro, you weren't supposed to take the Lambo. You're supposed to take the damn shuttle.
Mike laid down the hammer. You really did a good job.
Thank you.
Besides stopping me, who?
Batch, Amanda, Johannes, they all.
Oh, they shuttled?
Bat,
Bro, they're the classiest ones at the party.
By the way, too classy. I'll even say potentially even too classy.
Johannes and Amanda, like, I'd go on a double date with them.
The shuttle. Dylan took the shuttle.
Ran exceptionally well.
So in an ideal world, the shuttle was a good call. But
I think everybody here in Encino's pretty chill too.
Well,
like
also-
neighbors?
Yeah.
No complaints.
None.
I can't believe it.
That's a lie.
What?
We got a complaint?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Lots?
I got a call at 6 p.m. and said.
Oh, what happened?
Oh no, watch out, Danny. Watch out for the cord.
Don't
I got a call
trip.
at 6 p.m. that said, so I've talked to all the neighbors and we've decided that we're done.
No way. Oh no.
And I was like,
They congregated?
The neighbor, I took care of her.
You took care of her?
When you say
We
you
gave
took-
the neighbors wine.
You
We
took
gave
care of her? Like,
yeah, like what'd you use?
Oh, oh, okay.
She goes, I took care.
We gave all the surrounding neighbors wine and a note that said, we're having a party. If it gets too loud and you're having a problem, do the following steps. Step 1, uncork bottle. Step 2, pour yourself a glass of wine. And step 3, consume glass of wine.
And then step 4, it was repeat steps 1 through 3 until you were thoroughly unannoyed or something like that.
So, I just like we're like encouraging our neighbors to get hammered.
Yeah. Did they like that?
Probably not.
No,
Imagine if they're like a recovering alcoholic. and they were
One guest reached out directly to Danny and said, "I've lived here for how long?"
She said, I've lived here for 20 years, and it was the nicest thing that anyone's ever done.
Nicest
like,
thing
wow.
anyone's ever done. Yeah.
Whoa, Team Maverick really making some waves in
Yeah,
Encino.
There's been some other parties around. Neighbors have thrown. I mean, it gets loud around here.
I mean, our two direct neighbors on one side, they're deaf. On the other side, neighbor Susie.
Neighbor
so
Susie
we're
was
kind of
here.
lucked out
Neighbor
there.
Susie
She
was
was here
here.
partying and also
Yeah.
trying to pitch her stepson, I think.
Because he's the lawyer for Stadia, Google's Xbox competitor.
Yeah.
He's the head lawyer for them.
I'm
He's
like,
a big deal,
I'm
actually.
like, you want to have conversations? Because we got a million ways we could blow that up for you. We just need one small task from you. Has to do with something we
Money.
call Google preferred.
We need that money. Spencer, you got facts for us today?
I have a couple.
Can we do some
A
facts?
couple.
Do we have a segment soundboard
Yeah.
section?
Yep, we can do a couple. I don't think we. Oh, Mike's working on
What a
it.
shit show today. I am so
I
sorry.
really don't have many facts. That wasn't the right one.
Was that?
You're getting there.
Hold on. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was it. Because this is a segment.
Okay, here we go.
Facts.
So you're well aware of this. Justin Bieber shouted out.
Oh, yeah.
He shouted out Tom Cruise. He wants to box him.
He did.
Oh, no. He wants to fight in the octagon.
He did. I
What are
wonder why
thoughts?
he chose Tom Cruise. Out of all the people
Yeah.
Justin Bieber could choose, why did he choose Tom Cruise?
That's wild. Why would you want to fight 56-year-old Tom Cruise? What did he ever do to you, Justin?
Religion stuff, maybe?
Oh, he wants to fight a war of religion?
Oh, because Tom Cruise
Scientology,
is
maybe.
a Scientologist.
Oh, no. Is that why?
Are you saying that?
So-
saying that Justin Bieber has declared holy war on fucking Tom Cruise? Is that what you're saying right now? It's like some sort of crusade or
It could
shit.
be.
He said, I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight at Dana White? 161,000 likes. This happened yesterday at the party, and I had 5 people come up to me and show me this and say, you should respond. And I didn't for an hour, and then too many people came up to me, so I did. I responded. I said, why you want to fight a 56-year-old? Let's dance. Because I heard the kick and box.
Who, Justin?
Justin, yeah. Yeah.
Do you think it's wild? It's got to be wild for you to see this and not think that you somehow inspired this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like,
Yeah, but who cares?
I'm saying it's kind of cool. Like I think you probably inspired this. Like people saw you fight KSI and it was a huge reaction. I think they're like, wow, like Logan Paul did this. Like Justin, the Biebsmeister, bro, is just following in your footsteps.
So the stats are Bieber's 25, 5'9", and reportedly 146 pounds.
Soaking
That's light.
wet.
That's
Yeah.
light. Cruz is 56. He's 5'7" and anywhere from 148 to 170 pounds, depending on what source you read.
That seems like a pretty fair matchup.
Yeah, it is. It's fair.
Who do you think would win that?
Tom Cruise.
Tom?
Yeah.
He does all his own stuff.
Yeah, but doesn't mean he knows how to box. Dude, if you don't know how to box, like boxing isn't a fight, it's boxing.
No, but I thought it's an octagon.
Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah.
McGregor offered to host.
No
host
way.
the fight.
I got hit up by some people connected to Bellator today, seeing if we would be interested in getting involved with it if it happens.
So you're still considering fighting in the octagon, right?
I will not die on this planet without having one fight in some sort of cage
Respect.
where I can
Respect.
kick people in the fucking head. Watch
So you-
out.
True.
What are the facts?
Well, this one's tough because this dude's like one of my favorite baseball players ever. David Ortiz.
Oh my
Did you
God, I
guys see
heard
this?
about
He
this.
got shot. He's good. Like he's stable right now. But like I was really hurt by this.
Damn,
Big Poppy,
dude.
man. He's like my favorite.
Big
one of my
Poppy
favorite
just
baseball
hanging out
players.
was it DR?
Yeah, he was in his hometown at a nightclub. And
He got robbed.
Someone hit him in the back.
It says shot in the leg.
No, he got shot in the abdomen. In the
Yeah.
back.
Abdomen. He had to have his gallbladder removed.
He did.
Yeah.
Whoa. What does the gallbladder do?
I think it
Galls.
filters your galls
Yeah.
when they bladder out.
Filters the galls.
Okay.
Wait, don't we have a nurse in here?
What does the gallbladder
Gallbladder?
do?
What does a gallbladder
Rose.
do?
It filters your fat.
Fat filter. So would
Dylan,
fat,
what's your password?
so do fat people have dysfunctional gallbladders? Hey, nurse, what do gallbladders do?
Oh, you produce bile to help you break down fat.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wow, Danny, how'd you know that?
So if you're fat, do you have a shitty gallbladder?
You can. Not everybody.
Sorry. Do I have to? I should probably 2019 that. If you're overweight or somehow obese in some way, would that mean that your gallbladder has come to? No, I'm not doing that shit. I said it how I fucking said it, and I stand by it.
Said it how I said
I mean,
it.
in other news though, nobody got hurt at our party, which is pretty awesome.
Do we know that for sure?
We don't know that yet. It usually takes a day or two for the press to come out.
I got hurt. I got hurt.
I'm hurt emotionally.
And I'm physically not well. I am in so much pain. My brain hurts, my body aches, and I'm never drinking again. And I mean it this time.
By the way, I'm taking a time off from boozing. I need a solid dry run, dude.
How long? How long are you gonna go?
I don't know. I do it.
15th time I've heard you say that.
No, I do know when I say it, I do it. I don't know. I might do a 14-day stretch just for the fuck of it, dude.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah, get a little clarity. We got some travel coming up. We got that OBJ shit. We're going out to Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drink.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
I can assure you, you absolutely are gonna drink.
Yeah, you're going to a football game, like an NFL football game. What else is there to do?
I mean, not everybody at the football game drinks, do they?
Sure, I won't.
No,
be.
it's like a celebrity softball game in Cleveland. I think we're gonna be playing with OBJ and Baker and Jarvis.
Oh, and Landry. Yeah.
Landry.
Yeah.
And where do we go from here?
Hold on.
Wrap up the party?
Wait, the party's over? Do you have more facts?
I got something.
Well, lay it the fuck on us. What are you waiting for? Doomsday?
So United Airlines is going to use biofuel on a regular basis.
What's biofuel?
Is it what came out of
It's-
Chernobyl?
Not at all.
Oh.
It's basically like food waste. Like it's recycled waste that gets converted into a gas that can be used as fuel.
Cool. So I'm not gonna go on the
there
plane
isn't
that's
it.
using food as gas. I'll go ahead.
You
and
should.
skip that plane.
You
So what
should.
you're saying is they're going to turn lettuce into the fuel that
Lettuce.
makes me fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Stay
happy
away from
about
that
this at
fucking
all.
thing.
It
dude.
seems legit.
I'd rather they use the fuel from the reactor number 5 at Chernobyl, to be honest with you. It probably seems safer than
Might be.
spinach fuel.
I was trying to brighten the day, man.
Here's something that'll brighten the day.
Nothing.
Completely short-circuited. Short-circuited completely. I'm so sorry.
I
have nothing. There's nothing left.
I
dude.
told Spencer whenever I short circuit on this podcast, I attribute it to football, high school football, and hitting my head so many times and being concussed.
Mm-hmm.
Just like my brain, just like how can a brain just stop? It just stop it in its tracks and go, I'm done.
Coward.
And we're done.
Cowergate. That's where I was going. We got to talk about it.
Wait,
dude.
what?
The fucking is his name Scott Cower? Steve Cower? No, is that the guy's name on YouTube? The Voxgate thing that's going on.
Steven Crowder, dude.
That's what I said. Steven Chowder.
You just brought up nonsense that made
Well, no, it's an
sense.
important topic if we can get there, but I called him Steven Chowder by accident.
Steven Crowder got demonetized.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
That's a big news.
Like permanently or just
Yeah, I
like
think
no, there's no way.
Did you see he start? So who's got the factoids on it? Anybody want to give a quick
I got some
overview?
factoids.
So Steven Crowder is he's like, it's like news, right? Like a news talk show. Is it
Yeah,
mostly politics?
he's super far right.
Is he though? Even
No, yes, he is.
he is.
I think so.
So he's far.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, please take some of this stuff with a grain of salt. But he's a news commentator. I don't personally watch him, but yeah, he's very big on YouTube. He's got a lot of subscribers. He's called an alt-right commentator. I'm not saying that he is, but that's what he's called. And he went on this.
He was
You call it an anti-gay crusade. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like,
he was making fun of a Mexican journalist who is gay, openly gay.
right.
And we talked about this on Jake and Logan actually, but he would often kind of just throw little
Jabs.
digs and jabs at his sexuality,
Right.
which is where the problem is, because it's not saying, oh, this guy's a fucking moron and he's stupid. What he's proclaiming is that he's less than because of his sexual orientation, which is where YouTube drew the line.
Right.
And he also had these shirts that said, he sells shirts that says socialism is for F*GS.
Really? Yeah, see, like, here's the thing.
That's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's
very
way- it's
aggressive.
way aggressive.
That's the thing. And listen, my thoughts on this, and like I said, I don't know as much about Mr. Chowder as I should, but That's fucked up, dude. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, do I believe in censorship? Absolutely not. I'm uncensored. But do I believe in repeatedly and continuously going at one person all over and over for their sexuality? Absolutely not. Like, that's not.
Wait, but I don't. It's not censorship. Because by the way, you still have a platform, buddy. You can still say whatever you want. He just got removed the privilege. But by the way, he was never entitled to just because he signed up for YouTube. You're not entitled to make money from YouTube because you're on YouTube.
Right.
It's a privilege that you can do that. So him getting demonetized, he's not.
It's censored.
Censorship, yes, a problem. I don't think that's what's happening right here. They're trying to stop perpetuating the belief that, or perpetuating the belief that something about your sexual orientations makes you lesser or something to be made fun of because of that.
Which I think they interpret though as censorship.
Well,
because you're telling someone what they can and can't say.
No. That's what you can go for it. Go for it. You won't make money on YouTube.
But I think that's where the problem lies. Like he would then say,
do you think Steven Crowder believes he's entitled? I deserve to make money off this platform that's not mine and that I make videos on as along with millions of other people.
Yeah, but that is something you're technically entitled to on YouTube as a creator when you join the platform.
Absolutely not.
Once you get enough subscribers,
I'm siding with Logan because I mean that written in all of their terms of services, like
of course I'm not saying it's not a privilege. I get that, but what I'm saying is like technically it could be considered censorship if he probably considers it censorship because he can't make money doing what he does on the platform. Do you know what I'm saying? And so that might make him stop making that content because he can't make a living off it anymore. And so
do you know how easy it is?
It's basically soft censorship. It's twisting someone's arm so hard so they start playing ball. That's what it is. Once again, do I believe in it? Do I believe in what Mr. Chowder is saying about that guy? Absolutely not. It's fucked up. Leave the guy alone. Like, let him. Is it harming you in any way? Absolutely not.
Well,
let him be gay. Let him do what he's doing. It's not harming you in any way. Go at something else besides the fact that he's gay. It has nothing to do with anything.
Here's something I would like your guys' thoughts on. His response is saying he's saying that he feels like the efforts to get his videos removed were part of a larger campaign to silence independent conservative creators.
Well, it's sparked.
I can get behind that. That might be true.
What, like off-label, like off agency creators? When you say independent, what does that mean?
Just somebody who's independent. They've created their own network. They've created their own channel, whatever.
A huge New York Times piece came out right after this that talked about YouTube's continued push to have an algorithm that benefits the far right. And so far right. I know, that's what I said. I was blown away by it. It's a front page New York Times article. How the alt-right has learned and taken advantage of YouTube's algorithm so heavy to show up. You can pull it up, Spencer. I said the same thing, and so did all the people on the right. The right said, if anything, YouTube has showcased the gay community and showcased the colored community, race.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
More than any other platform. The review, the year in review, completely centered around.
YouTube does a great job of promoting equality and acceptance and understanding. And I think it's so important because everyone uses YouTube. The future of America watches YouTube.
Yeah.
Like what Generation Z kids are watching TV nowadays. They're all consuming content on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important they're making those kind of strides. But I'm surprised.
Do you have the article, Spence?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any like stats.
Look at that. Maybe
what's the headline?
Oh yeah, you're right.
What's it? Well, just read it.
For the new far right, YouTube has become the new talk radio.
So basically, they've like figured out the algorithm and they figured out how to use it to their benefit. I don't see a lot of, maybe it's who I sub to, but I don't see a lot of this stuff. But it's out there. It's a groundswell of this really really nasty shit.
Some of these far right guys have like Alex Jones, for example. They have a super cult following. And
by the way, I think
this might just be because they're more like, just when I'm scanning this real quick. It might just be because they're more loud and more expressive. That's what they're saying. Like, it might not be the fact that the algorithm favors it. It's maybe that they're just using it more to their benefit.
By the way, quickly, I don't under any circumstance either want to call out just the far right here. Far left is equally to blame. Like we should all be trying to find ways to come together and not fight each other. And so, yes, there's a far left. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not calling out the far right. I'm just saying what basically that I don't even know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
just short.
I'm done just about. But what I'm saying is Steven Chowder, stop going at people because they're gay. I'm not a huge fan of what happened there. And I kind of do side with YouTube on it because it's fucked up. But it's been a huge topic of discussion.
You are gonna get some comments
sure
in this video that are on Steven's side
for sure,
as it happened to me in the Jake and Logan video. And yeah, I've seen some of his stuff before. Like, you know, he'll go on college campuses and change my mind.
Yeah.
White male privilege doesn't exist. Okay, guy. Easy, Tiger.
It's just
easy.
Like for someone like me, when those topics come up, like
that's what he believes. Like he believes.
I don't know. I don't know if he believes. I think he does believe it, but I think he hides behind the veil of like this is a preconceived notion that I'm going to glue myself to today, and you have to change my mind. And so they have a debate. He sits down with college students, which I have another problem with because he's 31 and these kids are 22. It'd be like me arguing with someone it'd be me arguing with a 14-year-old about something. Yeah. Like as educated as college students are, they're not as educated worldly as Steven Crowder, bro, who is a master debater and also only studies that subject matter. And so it's a little bit of an unfair fight, in my opinion.
Plus someone who's just like book smart and isn't like experienced. You know, like
he also picks colleges because they're fucking cesspools of
like charged liberal.
liberals.
Yeah.
And so he gets these, you know, crazy girls that run out and they're like, male privilege, like are going nuts. And so he just right off the rip, he's got a leg up on them because they look like psychopaths. They're wearing a shirt that says whatever on it.
Right.
But like, listen, like you're entitled to your own opinion. If you want to come on and write comments that say like, this is censorship.
He'd actually be interesting to have on the show.
And by the way, like I'm not like have your opinions. But by the way, also at the same time, I don't know how much I can get behind what you do. Like have an opinion on policy, but don't go at people. Like how could you, yes, he should have the right to do it under freedom of speech and under not being censored. But also, why the fuck are you doing it? That's my question for him. Like, why are you going at this gay guy? Why? Like,
there is a reason.
They have battles back and forth on policy and shit. But keep it there. Keep it in that arena of policy and sound this. Like, I don't want to come and come at this guy because like I'm not in that arena, and so I don't want to sound like an idiot and join it. But like, I know my fucking role. Like, play your role. Don't go at people and hit them low. Just hit them with the shots you're supposed to throw to be the winning debater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The master debater.
Yeah.
The master debater. All right, guys. Do we do an audio only today? Should we try? Let's give it a shot.
Send it. Let's go.
All right, fuck it. Hey, guys, that's the episode. We're going to do an audio only right now on Spotify and iTunes. Again, I don't really know what happened today. Just extremely hungover. Not quite myself. Got an IV in my arm still.
Now you don't.
Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Take it easy, fam. Peace. I got yelled at for cussing in front of the kids at the Watts Empowerment